Hi everybody, you join us here in the TV studio in Drum for the Galway Cup 2025, and I have with me James Scott, who's the manager of the Ireland Under-17 girls team. And James, you've visited this tournament many times, and what do you think of it?
Yeah, I was just talking to someone there earlier on. Like, I think it's definitely over 20 years I've been coming. I would have been involved with North Tipperary for years, and it was always a fixture in our calendar. And nowadays, the last few years, the girls section has come on board. So I always look to come up 1 or 2 days every year. Again, today, brilliant to see the girls teams and the sun is shining outside as well. So it's always fantastic. The pitch is in great nick. Um, you know, Officials in each of the pitches. It's really, really good atmosphere.
Yeah, we've come to a stage now where we have a fairly vibrant girls section in the Galway Cup. It was slower to get started than the boys' football, obviously, but over the last number of years, there's been a massive transformation in the girls' game in this country.
Yeah, I watched I think 3-4 games there today. Unfortunately, a bus broke down. I think on the last game I was just about to watch, but it's really good. And what's probably the biggest thing is technically how good the players are now as well. And particularly, I won't say any names, but there was a girl who really stood out for me today. I think she had 4 goals got in her game, and just technically excellent. And that you see that through all the teams. Like, a lot of girls now, I suppose, if you go back 5-10 years ago, they would have only started playing at kind of 10s and 12s, but now a lot of them are starting to 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds and academies and clubs and all that, and you can see the benefit of it now in the last few years.
Yeah, well, we see it here in our club. We've got probably 150 girls now playing, whereas 10 years ago we had 25. So it has changed dramatically, and they, as you said, they're building up the skills right from day one, and that's a good thing. So tell us, what's the story with the international setup now? How are we fixed talent wise in the mid-teens?
Yeah, look, it's I suppose every year I would have different squads every year, a big thing for me as well is how technically excellent the players are coming in, but I suppose we've seen a big boom in the girls' game, but as I say to everyone, the same all over Europe, so we've a qualifying tournament coming up now in Germany. We're playing Germany, France and Belgium in our group, so it just goes to show the level.
Yes.
And even though in this country, the girls' game has really taken off, it's the same all over Europe, so there's no easy games and so on. But and particularly as well around this area in Galway, we've had loads of girls come through. Just recently we started a program. I think there's 6 or 7 Galway girls in the program as well. So the talent is really in the area.
Yeah, I know, it's great. We've got some really good kids that have come through in the last few years, and I won't name check any of them because I'd leave somebody out, and that wouldn't be good. But we're in a situation now where we have something of a conveyor belt. So they are coming through at 15, 16, 17, and I think that's very important. And the work that you and your coaching team are doing with the Irish squad is great. And it's also wonderful for us to have you here as the Irish manager to look at, what players you have coming down the track.
Yeah, look, that's the biggest thing. I always would think you need to be 2 or 3 years ahead of where you are. Just to go out and see and chat to people and so on. I think that's really, really important. Just be visual around the place. I'll definitely take away a few names from today that I'll be probably, hopefully in 11 months' time at the Gaynor Cup down in UL. Some of these girls will be showcasing their talents again.
Yeah. Well, listen, James, thanks very much for chatting to us, and the very best of luck against the French, the Germans, and the Belgians. No pressure. You got the soft draw, obviously, and we wish you the very best of luck. And thanks very much for talking to us.
Thanks very much. Great to be here.